Okay, guys. Welcome back. So, I haven't made a tips and tricks video for Valheim for quite a while, and I think it needs some updating. So let's update. And as I got to playing, you know I did my new player updated tips and tricks. Oh, are you really gonna... You really want to play? I got attacked in an event, and so... Alright, so tips and tricks. And I couldn't find a lot of really valuable information for the Bronze Age. New valuable information. Didn't want to waste your time with just repeating things. That's not my style. So we're going to do a combination, hello lag, of Bronze Age and Iron Age. And as you can see, I got attacked by the old wait. Got attacked by the old flamey boys, the Surtlings. They're called Surtlings, aren't they? Anyway, okay. Let's talk about the Bronze Age. You can see I'm making some tin here. You can see my pack is full. So, Bronze Age. What are some new things, excuse me, that you should be concerning yourself with, at least in my opinion? Let's keep in mind, it's just that, an opinion, okay? You're perfectly welcome to disagree with me. So, if you're not doing it already, just a quick little tidbit. If you don't know about this, you can, they've added to where you can do, you used to be able to do wood and stone. Okay? Now, you can do fine wood, poor wood, still stone, coal. And so you can free up some of your pack space, some of your storage space in your boxes and whatnot by building stacks of these. And now you see I just have regular wood and regular stone. But if you're really big on fine wood, and if you're really big on coal, you can stack those out too, which is quite nice. Okay, moving on. Or moving... Wait a minute, what do I do here? That's silver? That's tin. There we go. Okay, screwed that up. I've already moved into the silver age, if you will. Okay. One of the biggest changes is to the food. And you'll notice it's got the spice rack right there. The spice rack unlocks a certain number of thingy dingies. And you can see here, you're not going to be making the spice rack until you hit the swamp, because you need turnips and you need thistle. Now, if you can get into the swamp and not die when you're in Bronze Age tech, by all means get the spice rack rocking, okay? But you don't need it for the Bronze Age foods. And they've gone through and they've added this boar jerky. So this is one of the few balanced foods that I've found. So same health, same stamina. And then you got the good old standby carrot soup. Carrot soup's what I call a stamina food, right? And then if you look at your deer stew, this is one of your best early. This and minced meat sauce. Okay, so they're both 3 ticks per heal. This is 40-13, 45-15. So you'll want to start stocking up on blueberries, and you'll need to find some carrot seeds in the dark forest. Get your carrots going. You know, be sure to seed those first 3 carrots. Don't eat them. Right? Well, I guess it depends on how many plants you find, right? So if you only find 1, that's going to give you 3 carrots. But if you find 2 or 3, well, you can get your carrot production going. I recommend 30 seeds per cycle. Okay? So that's going to be 10 seed plants. Once I have 10, then I start thinking about actual carrot production, as opposed to just trying to grow your carrot seed supply. The minced meat sauce, you still need the carrots, but you don't need the blueberries in the cooked deer meat. They've changed it now so that each animal gives its own particular type of meat, which I don't particularly appreciate, but they didn't ask me, and so whatever. So now you have, for boar jerky, this is now called boar meat. It's no longer raw meat. Because if you remember before, everything gave that type of meat, right? That you killed. Except for Gex. Gex dropped Gex tails. And so you've still got the good old stalwart Queen's Jam, and this is your stamina food. So this is for later. And so me personally, my personal favorite loadout for the Bronze Age food, if I'm going to run 3, and of course you should run 3, I want carrot soup. Sorry. I want carrot soup for stamina, deer stew, and Queen's Jam. Yes, I know Queen's Jam is inferior to, well, it's not really inferior, it's just a different way of looking at it. But I'll explain in just a second why. I used to go balanced, and I used to lean towards health. No longer. And let's go take a look at why. And it's this new system this new combat system, and it's just a flat out nerf. Okay? They nerfed us. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. I don't think the game needed it. I think it's a load of crap. But they nerfed us. And so we now have to deal with this shit. And I hate it. But it is what it is. And so let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, once upon a time, Sword and Board was really powerful in this game. See that little meter to the right? That's your stagger meter. That's for you. If that gets full, you see every time I get hit, see how the stagger goes up? If that meter fills up, and some of the amount that it goes up is based on how much damage the mob does relative to your defense factor, is my understanding. So early on, trolls are gonna, one hit from a troll, even blocked, is gonna push that meter to about 50-60%. Once it gets to full, you stagger. Let me just watch the 1, 2. See those skeletons? See that stagger? You're dead. You're absolutely dead. And look at my stamina burn. It's ridiculous what they've done to Sword and Board. Now, in my opinion, see how heavy the perfect block is on your stamina burn? It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy what they've done to blocking in this game. They absolutely, thoroughly just nerfed the shit out of Sword and Board. Because, you know, we can't have Sword and Board being the most powerful form. Oh no. No, no. The dudes won't like that. The dudes want dual wield. The dudes want archery to be the best. You know, it's just more... It's just another case of, you know, tanks were #1 for a little while. And then a mage cried, and we got nerfed. So I hate it. I hate the change. This is the only... You remember my shield training videos? This is the only way I've found to train shield now. That's worth a damn. Now, what we need to take a look at here real quick is... Oh boy, don't you... I hear wolves. Don't you eat me. Don't you dare. With better shields, you get better results. Which, that's great. That's really good. But... So, the bronze buckler used to be an absolutely fantastic option. And you could carry that into the Iron Age. They have replaced it now with the iron buckler. And I'm going, and then, is there a silver buckler? I'm not sure. Let's take a look here. There doesn't seem to be. That's interesting. See, now you've got bronze buckler, iron buckler, but no shield. No silver buckler. Anyway, I tested the iron buckler versus the banded shield, and I just wasn't impressed, to be honest. The bucklers give you more... the bucklers are your DPS option, whereas the standard shield is your balanced, and then you got the tower shields, which I'm not a fan of the tower shields, but I might need to test them, to be honest with you. I might be missing the boat on that one, but I'll show you, at least for training. Now, also, the amount of stamina you burn is predicated on your shield skill. And you can see now, with the better shield, because I'm blocking 100%, it's still better, but you can see how hard the perfect blocks are now on your stamina. But you'll notice my stagger meter is vastly improved. My stamina burn is vastly improved. And I'm no longer a proponent of going for perfect blocks. At least not against groups. Because it seems like, I mean, I have died so often. Let me show you this. Let me just show you all these bodies. You see I died over there. I died down there. I died a bunch down here. I have never died this much in this game. Died a bunch over here. You can just see. It's just, they've really ramped up the difficulty. And I'm afraid they're going to turn new players off. Unless they, you know, if they play archery, then great. But this is the only way I have found to reliably train shield. Okay? So that is what it is. The next thing we should talk about is they also nerfed us. You remember I used to build my base around a rock that I could train on. My training dojo was always a small shack built around a rock right next to a crypt where I could go in and train on the skeletons. Yada yada yada. Well, they nerfed that. So you no longer get any skill gain from what you call it? From wailing on rocks. Well, yay. I have a kinda sorta workaround because they also nerfed, wait for it, they nerfed our Grey Dwarf spawn farms. I mean, the developers have just been taking away all of our favorite toys. And in a non-competitive PvE single-player game, I don't appreciate that kind of crap. So the Grey Dwarf spawner, I haven't tested it with the wolf version, but with the fire pit version or campfire version, it doesn't really work anymore because the campfires break so quickly now. So I made one here, and instead of using it solely to farm stuff, I use it to train up my weapon skill now. And you notice the bronze sword's doing just fine against these guys. I mean, they're and you can just carve through them like this. Who's here? I mean, one-on-one, I will go for perfect blocks sometimes. But against groups, man, it's... You gotta really get a feel for the tempo of the fight before you... So yeah, so that's our Grey Dwarf nerf. Yay. Thanks a lot, guys. So the next thing we should talk about is Iron Age stuff. There's a little bit more to discuss for the Iron Age. The food changed, and as you can see, I'm still running carrot soup. So they've added this thing called... What the fuck? Oh. Come back here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come on. Fist fight. I'm just goofing around. Come here, piggy. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Come here, bacon. Making bacon. Aha! Fist 7. I don't even know why they have fists in this game. I don't... Why? I don't know. I don't get that. Maybe I don't have to get it. Hey. Was there... Yeah, I gotta grab that. There we go. So, yeah, Iron Age food got a rework. Again, I don't know why they did this. I don't know. I don't know. You know, why waste time messing with things when you could have been working on content? That's what you should be working on, guys. Bug fixes and content. Bug fixes and content. All of these changes you've made, they don't, to me, they don't improve the game at all. It just feels like you're just, you know, spinning dials, or it feels like you're moving deck chairs around on the Titanic. Not that I think the game is sinking or anything. I think the game is fantastic. But what I'm saying is I don't see any reason to mess with that. I just, you know, of all the things that this game needed, I don't think reworking the food system and, you know, nerfing how we train. Whatever. Anyway, so we have new food. So with this new system and with the problems to block and the nerf, I now focus on stamina. I do 2 stamina food, 1 health food to give me a bigger stamina bar. Because once that stamina's gone, you're dead. That's all there is to it. You're dead. Unless you got a stamina potion, and you need to start making stamina potions big time. Also, you want to start working on fire arrows. These are the best arrows until you get to the obsidian arrow up in the mountains. So, I've had a hard time with feathers. I've been going through feathers at a prodigious rate, so watch out for that. But the new food. So we got black soup. This is health. And you can see the requirements aren't too bad. Once you're in the swamp, there's plenty of leeches to get those bad boys. So it's 50-17. So the black soup can replace your deer stew. Sausages, always a good health. And honestly, I think this is easier than the black soup, because I want to save my turnips for turnip stew. Because here's our stamina, right? I don't like the new muck shake. It's only 1 hit point per tick for healing. So I like turnip stew. I like sausages. Pretty easy to... And then I like carrot soup. I just stick with the good old carrot soup. 1545. The muck shake is better, but the healing sucks. Okay? And I just don't use it. Queen's Jam is fine. And in fact, in many ways, I don't think I bother with muck shake. Because look, Queen's Jam has better healing. Yeah, it has better stats. But I mean, 50 versus 40 is significant, right? But see, carrot soup is 1545. I think it's better than the muck shake. And then you can see I'm kind of starting to arrive at how I like to build things. So this is kind of my Greek temple open concept kind of thing, because I just can't be bothered to open and close doors because I'm that frickin' lazy. I really am. I'm really that lazy. I do have, I hide. Here, I'll break these down for you guys so you can see what I've done. Okay, I hide my, all my upgrades and stuff are hidden down here. Right? Get back here. Put the floor back in there. Boink. And a boink. Oh, crystal wall. That's cool. I haven't messed with that. Don't think I'm going to. And so I did the same thing over here. Okay. And so you can kind of see how I've hidden these things down in here. Saves me floor space. Because again, I'm really that frickin' lazy. And I didn't copy that from anybody. I thought of that on my own, but I did find later on other channels that people do this as well. I thought I was so smart, and then in a perfect example of concurrent evolution, lots of people came up with it. So I think that's about all I have to say about that right now for the Bronze Age, Iron Age. I run troll armor, but once I get to the Iron Age, I switch over to the heavy armor. I think it's worth the hit to mobility, and you will see. Well, let me not do that. You will see my you are significantly more durable in this stuff. You know, you look at this, that's an armor of 10. It's an armor of 20, guys. I mean, holy crap, you know. You just, now the bronze I don't mess with, and here's the new iron buckler. It's not bad, but I think the banded shield is better. And whereas this gets a 2.5 parry bonus, so it multiplies your damage by 2.5. This is just 1.5, right? So this is 50% more damage, and this is 150% more damage. So triple. I mean, but you have to remember it's triple of the multiplicative, and so I go from hitting after parries with the iron sword. I think I'm hitting 60 to 70 on some of these things. And then with the buckler, I'm hitting above 100 to 120. I don't think it really matters that much. Maybe you want the DPS, and man, go with the iron buckler. It's not crap. I'm not calling it crap. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, puke berries. These are interesting. If you want to reset your food, you eat one of these and you barf, which is absolutely hilarious. But it clears out all your food, and so you can change your food policy, your food protocol, your food loadout, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah, get your fermenter going. You're gonna want poison resist. Clubs is still a great way to go for sword and board. Sword is still a great way to go, but you're gonna have to spend some time. And with the ability to train, since we've lost the ability to train, yeah, that's kind of a problem. So anyway, guys, that's 25 minutes of update and review. Like, subscribe, and share. The channel's starting to grow. I'm making a little bit of money, but it's not much. I really need the monetary support. Oh, one last thing. Instead of walls, build up these berms. Real quick before I forget. Build up these berms right here. These things make a big difference, and they don't have to be terribly tall at all. Tall at all? Tall at all. So, what you do is get everything nice and flat, right? And then take the old hoe, how to be a hoe, and then just stand right where you want to go and go beep. But that is just enough. It really is. It really is. And just go beep. And then anything back here is almost like my garden. I had a troll come in and take out half my damn carrots. Popped up this berm. No more problems. Okay? So anyway, like, subscribe, and share, guys. Tell your friends. Leave a comment below. Just don't be a jerk. And that's it. I'm diomed, George A. Holland, signing off. Y'all have a good one.